Hey everyone, I've got another video, and this time what I'm going to be showing is this game here. It's Thrasher Skate and Destroy for the PlayStation 1, and you can see I'm using my PlayStation 3 to play this, and I'm doing this because my PS1's all put away and I can't really be bothered digging it out, so I'll start this game up here. Move out of the way so I can get this done. Just quickly change that so it's in the right aspect ratio. Yeah, I'll be using a PAL version because I'm using my my old 60 gig PS3. So yeah, I'd rather play the PS1 ones. Don't really have anywhere to set it up at the moment. But this game here, as you would have just seen, is made by Rockstar Games, and it was their answer to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater back when Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 was around. And in my opinion, this game is better than Tony Hawk. It's a lot harder, and it definitely takes more it takes a lot of getting used to compared to Tony Hawk to play this one. But yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's a better game. It's more realistic, and graphics might not be as nice, but it's a better skateboarding game. Tony Hawk was awesome and it was fun as hell, but it was far from accurate. But yeah, this game here's got a big 80s hip-hop soundtrack, and that's pretty much all that's on here. Whereas Tony Hawk was very varied. It had, like, you know, ska, had punk, it had, you know, had all sorts. It had like Suicidal Tendencies, it had Goldfinger. What else did it have? It had Primus. And then 2 had like Rage Against the Machine and all that sort of thing. But yeah. So I'll load my character. I generally play this game with Cyrus or Axel. Let's see, Madrox. Got my high score for Venice there. To Cyrus. Press triangle, you can modify your character here. And you can see that you got DC on the shirt, because you can actually earn sponsorship in this game. You got DC shoes, you can change them. So I'll change that to the green 40s hoodie. And these are the stages you've got. You start off at Hometown Industrial, and you know, as you play through, you go to different areas: New York, LA. I think you go to San Francisco as well, and then you end up in the UK towards the end, and then at the very end you end up in Germany. So varies. And this game, unlike Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you don't have any professional skateboarders. You're just a random dude, you know, just a normal dude, and you're earning sponsorship, and it's cool. Sponsored by Thrasher Skate Magazine and Thrasher Skate videos and whatnot. But yeah, you can see the graphics here are definitely nowhere near up to what Tony Hawk had going on. But you can't even read that on my back, but it says 40s. But this game runs on Dave Mirra BMX. Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX came out after this and ran on the same engine. So if you played that, you pretty much know what to expect when you look at this one. But yeah, see, okay, down to the controls is, on Tony Hawk you press X and that's your ollie button. Your flip tricks are all done off your square, grind tricks are all done off triangle, and grab tricks are all done off circle. Whereas on this one, hold X in and you'll push, and that's gain speed. So basically on this one, whenever you do tricks and stuff and land, you want to start holding X in again to keep your speed up. And on this one, to do an ollie, you just press square and you'll see it says ollie, so you'll release it. Yeah, just a regular ollie. And if you want to do a nollie, all your nollie tricks, you hold L1 in, press square, sorry, and it's a nollie. You see slowing down, so you push a bit. But we'll go for a skate around and get out of this boring area. And your flip tricks on this one are actually done with triangle. You don't have to press ollie and then do something. You know, you just triangle once, kick flip. Triangle and left, heel flip. triangle and right, there's a 360 shove it. And if you triangle and down right on in the corner there, 360 flip. So yeah, it's not too bad. This game's looking a little bit blurry, and yeah, it takes a bit getting used to. Like, you got your wall rides and shit, and when you can actually land them. But you can also bail. Like, if you do this here, you press all your triggers in, and you'll just purposely bail off the deck. You could also do that in the Dave Mera games. But yeah, so I'll try to do a wall ride here. But it's a pretty good game. Like, it's I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, you can see here it says select to start your run, and as you probably guessed, this is just skating around. It's 100% free run. So yeah, you can just skate around, get yourself used to the area, like learn a few things like wall ride, do into like a nose manual, and then nollie heel flip out of it, and do little combos. And your grind tricks are all done by ollieing or kick or flip tricks. You do those, and as soon as you're near a rail, you press any angle you want and X, and that's just like, you know, tail slide. But like, you don't start with all your tricks on this game. Like, as you progress through it, you what's it called? You unlock new tricks. So 360 flip, I think you get once you finish the second stage. You don't have it to begin with. And K grind, you get that later in the game, and you don't start with all the nollie tricks straight away either. But yeah, K grind, to do one of those is just a crooked grind as you ollie in, and it's left, X and L1 together, and that's a K grind. It takes some getting used to, like I said, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty cool. So like, try this here, K grind, 360 flip, kick flip even. I'm not used to playing this. But what I'll do is I'll start a run. You get 120 seconds, and you can see that red bar there is actually a health bar. You lose all that, you know, by bailing and whatnot. Tells you that you've snapped your board, and you've got to start again. But you'll see your score there, like what is it? 720. So you've got 2,072 points. And when that score there changes green, it means you've got enough to clear the area. So we'll clear this area. It's pretty glitchy looking. And yeah, so you're going green, you've got enough to clear it. And as you get through the game, obviously different areas are going to require more and more. Gets a little bit harder, but it's not actually that hard of a game once you get into it. And once your time runs out, you actually hit, depending on the stage, you'll have like cops will try and chase you, or you'll have like dudes that'll run around trying to mug you and stuff. You know, you'll get like what's it called? You see the one that's trying to take you, like the cop or the dude trying to mug you. You see them in a first-person view, so you just see like an arm. If it's a cop, they've got a taser, and if it's someone trying to attack you, they've generally got like a bat or something like that. So you just want to get the hell out of there. So I'll just skate around and run this time out, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh shit. Do a nose manual. Here the music cuts out. Cops are on their way. And you want to skate to one of these exits here once you've got enough points. But since I'm trying to show you the cops chasing you,
hey kid, I want you to meet my little
hits
friend,
0
Mr.
seconds.
Taser.
Yeah, you don't want to let him catch you, otherwise that's the end of it. So you skate the hell out of there.
Put it in high gear, buddy.
And you know, you got enough points and quit the area, so you can hit X and you can either skate there again or choose somewhere else. So we'll show a bit of one other stage, and that'll be enough for this video. I mean, if you haven't played this game, I'd recommend giving it a go. I mean, it's dirt cheap these days, so you choose your sponsor here, DVS, DC or Converse. I'll stick with DC. Yeah, it's dirt cheap, like I was saying. And I mean, I got this sealed back in the day for like $10. It's cheap as hell, but it's definitely a lot of fun. And if you definitely, if you liked Dave Mirra BMX, Freestyle BMX Maximum Remix, or even Dave Mirra 2, you'll definitely like this one. Go here. This stage here, this is one of 3 throughout the game that are actually judged. So if you bail on these ones, you actually lose part of your score, which is a bit of a bitch. So, you're trying to build up a score to actually pass it, and then you ass off. It takes you back, and it makes it bloody frustrating. Like, not so much in these earlier levels, but definitely later on. Okay, Brian. Yeah. Yeah, circle, 180, hold it left, and you'll do a 360. But what I'll do is I'll start my run, even though I'm not going to play through the whole thing. And I will bail as many times as possible and get that red bar down so you guys can see what happens when you think. Judge's penalty, 500 points lost. So I'm going to no doubt lose all my points by the end of this. Yeah, I'm dead. But, see, you lose. You broke your skateboard. But, yeah, like I said, definitely recommend picking this one up. If you can, get it cheap. Try it somehow, but definitely give it a go if you haven't. And, no doubt after playing it for a while, you will probably prefer it to Tony Hawk, because it's definitely more realistic the way it plays. You can't ollie higher than a tall, like an adult man. And you can't grind forever and fucking combo along bloody power lines and all that sort of shit, but doesn't make it any less fun, believe it or not. But that's all I got to show you for this video, and thanks for watching.